Did you know that the state of your emotional health has a great impact on how well your immune system functions? Psychoneuroimmunology is the study between the relationship of our brain, our central nervous system, and our immune system. There's so much to learn around that, and it is something that we'll be covering on my pages and channels. So keep following, you'll get more and more information about this. Today, I wanted to talk about the autonomic nervous system. The sympathetic system that we hear a lot about, the fight, flight, or freeze, when we're in that mode, our immune system is actually turned down. It means it's not functioning the way it's supposed to. So when we have invaders coming in, whether it be a bug or anything that's not supposed to be in the system, normally we have an army inside of our body that goes to work on those things. But if our immune system is turned down, that means it's not showing up for us the way it's supposed to. This is what happens when we're in that sympathetic mode. The opposite is the parasympathetic mode. So that's rest, digest, and regenerate. Unfortunately, in the world we live in today, oftentimes a lot of us are kind of stuck or living in that sympathetic mode. And instead of it coming in and out when we're being in sympathetic mode when we really need to be, and then being in parasympathetic mode when we need to be, often we get stuck. I wanted to talk a little bit about the fight and the flight. This can come in so many forms. It can come in forms of feeling anxious, not being able to focus. We are literally fighting internally. The problem is that system was designed to help us when we may be in danger, when we need to run or fight or flee from something, or when we just need to be still. However, if the thing that's causing you to feel like you need to fight or flight is a daily thing, it could be looking in the mirror because you don't love the person that you are and that you see, and it can put you in that mode and you're fighting yourself or you're running away from yourself. It could be our family situation. It could be our job. It could be something that we're faced with on a daily basis. And so we get stuck in that fight, flight, or freeze. I want to now talk a little bit about the freeze. Often when we hear about fight or flight, we kind of focus on that. The anxiousness, the anxiety, the not being able to settle, the not being able to focus, and all of that is absolutely part of being in that mode. The other part is freeze. So if you find that you're unable to get things done, you can't really move forward, you make a plan, you make an agreement with yourself, and you're stuck, like paralyzed, that is also an indication that you may be stuck in the sympathetic mode. And so when we're in that mode, our immune system is not functioning the way it should. And we may be missing out on getting a good deal of protection. Conversely, when we are in the parasympathetic mode, rest, digest, and regenerate, this is when the immune system turns up. So when we're in that mode, if we're in that mode more often than not, we have a good chance that that immune system is turned up. It's working properly. So if we get invaders, the macrophages, am I saying that right? And all the army that we have that we're built with will go to work for us to get rid of invaders. And so we really want to make sure that at this time in our life that we're really building up the immune system instead of letting it go down. Here's what I hear a lot. It's just stress. I'm overwhelmed, I'm busy, it's difficult to focus, but it's taken very lightly. And people feel as if, like, I would love to get some self-care. I would love to learn how to deal with my stress better when I have time. The problem is every day we're getting sicker and sicker and sicker when we're not addressing our emotional health. So when I talk to you all about releasing toxins, nourishing yourself emotionally, releasing toxic behavior, releasing toxic thoughts, that emotional release is allowing you to live to not only in quality of life, but in longevity. It's really important for us to care for our emotional health is the point. And that's what we learn in that study of psychoneuroimmunology. So that's just one of the things that we really have impacted with our emotional health is our immune system. So I want to invite you to really think about how often and what are you doing to care for yourself emotionally so that you're in a state of more emotional balance. What kind of things do you have going on a regular basis that keep you not stuck in the sympathetic system? You're not fighting, you're not frozen, you're not fleeing, but you know your body is able to rest. It's able to digest. You're not having gut issues. You're feeling more balanced and you're able to regenerate. We were designed to regenerate, but stuck in that sympathetic mode, we're not able to do it. And so I want to invite you to think very deeply on what you can do to kind of turn that table for yourself and to stop thinking of self-care as a luxury, as something that you'll do when you have time. Instead, think of it as something that will give you longevity, that will give you a great quality of life. Okay. And I want to invite you to our free Facebook group. So it's called the Aroma Specialist. It's a public group, and you're able to come in there and get free tips, recipes. Right now, we're doing a fun challenge. And so I've just started this, inviting everyone to have their own 100-day journey of oils and movement. And so, what it's about is intentional movement, just moving your body. It's not about really rigorous exercise or anything that would stretch you beyond you. It is a very personal journey. So, come on over, see what that's about. Look at all the recipes and the different tips that we have around on that page. And it's really a way for you to get some free coaching and support for you to get some emotional release and mental clarity and a boosted immune system. All right, so I'll see you over there, and I'll also see you on the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this information if it was helpful for you. All right, take care. Bye.